let's just say, what if Julius had a child and that child happened to be Asta? Okay, so this is how it's gonna work. So, Asta is born, let's just say he has the same birthday as in the original canon. It's that when he's born, he was kidnapped by some person who just wanted to spite the Wizard King. Like, nah, we hate you. Yeah, we're gonna kidnap your child. So, so, he's technically kidnapped and presumed dead to most people, but the Wizard King still believe he's still alive. Like, nah, my child is not dead. I'm still gonna search for him his whole entire life. So, Asta's brought into Hage village. Now, if you guys seen the Wizard King back when he was a child, like when he reverted back to his child days, he's not gonna be as short. He's gonna be the same height and the same hairstyle too. I like a little bit grayish hair because let's just say his mom had gray hair. Alright? So he's in Hage village. So, and he has magic. He has time magic. Okay, guys? He has time magic. Just to let you guys know. He's gonna have the same magic as Daddy Dearest. Now, Asta is a quiet kid, calm, similar to but he's not rude like is. He's just nice. He thinks of Sister Lily like a big sister. He's respectful for everyone, helps them, and without a grimoire, his type of magic, he could he freeze things in time. So when something falls is about to break, he just freezes it and puts it back to normal. So it's kind of good. And also when it comes to harvest time, when it comes to making crops, he could easily speed up the process. Like they'd be like, "You're like a winning machine, bro." And the church is getting a ton of money from other villages because of their potatoes. So they're getting money. They're eating other food. So Asta is getting more food that's actually good, not just potatoes. So him and don't have that type of rivalry that they usually have. He has more just he thinks of him like a brother, so they're brothers to each other. Now, let's just say one of the stones for the revival of the first Wizard King, I think Julius had a stone, so let's just say that he gave that stone to Asta back when he was a child, to give it as a gift, because no one's gonna search for a child to have that stone, seriously. Like, the Midnight Sun found stone, at the last second, because they just now noticed, so it's kind of a smart idea, so he has similar stems, so they think they connect like that, bro. They're like brothers, like that. So he has tons of mana. Mana that puts some of the local royals, no local noblemen, to shame. They're like, he's he's an orphan. For all we know, he could actually be a royal. That's what some of the normal men be thinking. So they're like, yeah, it's probably just because he's probably a royal that's been left down here. So they don't really think that much of it. But once he gets his grimoire, it's just one page. He's like, what happened? And the host of the grimoire place, he said, you have the same type of magic as the Wizard King. And everybody just stares at him like, what? And he's like, the Wizard King's magic is endless because it's time magic. And he says, I have the same type of magic as well. And he's just thinking about this, like, we both have time magic. Like, what a coincidence. Now, let's just say that both Yuno and Asta got brooms. So they both have brooms. It's alright. Oh yeah, the change magic dude, he just used one of those time orbs to explode the chains, bro. Those are just basic spells. The time orbs just breaks it. Like, nah, you. Nope, you're not gonna attack my friend. Like, you down. Okay, done. So, so, the 10 months of training before the exams, he trains a little bit of his physical body because he doesn't know if his time magic could be countered. So he's just doing a precaution. So now we come to the medicine. They get to the capital faster because they have brooms. They have endless mana, so they're alright. So when it comes to the grimoire checking thing, when Hino gets his, he gets the 4 grimoire thing, and they're like, right. And when Asta shows him, he's like, are you kidding me? It's just 1 page. And he says, I have time magic. It doesn't have a cover or anything. It's 1 page for now, but when time goes on, it gets bigger. And he's like, you have the same magic as the Wizard King. He's like, yeah. Because he's like confused, like, why do people keep on saying like he has the same magic as the Wizard King? Like, seriously. So now they're at like the place where the birdies be like, the anti-birds. They stay away from you. They stay away from Asta. Like, Asta's just trying to pet one of these birds, and they're like, nah, we ain't trying to get sick. Like, we stay away from you. He's like, and he just gets sad and all that. But Nero's just looking at a distance, like, she doesn't want to make him seem like he has no mana at all, so she's just staring at a distance at Asta. Like, he is the one to revive the first Wizard King and destroy Patri's plans. Okay, so now the Magic Knights captains come on. And they get there, they see the participants, but they see one person that catches their eye. Asta. They look at Asta, and all in their heads are like, a mini... Like, he looks like a younger version of Julius, like... Oh my god, it's just his haircut's a little bit grayish, but... He legit looks like the Wizard King, and they're like... The Wizard King's son was kidnapped, so they're like... Oh fuck, this dude might be the Wizard King's son. So they're having suspicions, but they don't know for sure. So now, when it comes to the academic parts, they do that alright. So for the academics, Asta's like a 5 out of 5. You know, it's a 4 out of 5. For magic power, he is a 5 out of 5. For control, 5 out of 5. Because time magic, nothing could go wrong with time magic. Like, he could pinpoint where to do exactly, so he's like, he's okay with the choices that he chooses. So now it's time for the broom test. Now Yuno does the same thing, but once Asta tries, he gets hired and, flying like he's been flying for years, bro. So, people notice that he has a high magical power. And when it comes to the 1v1s, the Baja guy, he's like, Baja, I'm gonna fight you and show a commoner up his place. So when his grimoire just floats up above him, he gains he doesn't gain a spell yet, but it floats above his head, and Julius and Vengeance Vengeance and Yami look at this this is similar back when Julius was younger days. He used to have this type of magic. So he uses his magic orbs. He sends them at Sekri, just stops him. He's immobile. And he's that fast, damn, he has time magic. This will be easy for him. Come on. Now, that was the finisher to some people. That's totally the Wizard King's son. We found him. So there's so he's alright. Does the same in canon. So when it comes to when they're choosing for their captains, gets all 5, he chooses Golden Dawns. Now, for Asta, some people still don't believe that he's the Wizard King's son. Some of the captains Nozel, Charlotte, and the Purple Orcs dude and Praying Mantis dude. But Yami, Vengeance, and what's it called? Fagolian, they believe that he might be the Wizard King's son. So they 3 hold up their hands yeah, we want you. And Asta's shut. He got the best captain, second to third best captain, and the worst captain raising up their hands. And everyone's the other captains are what? Vengeance is even raising up his hand? And he thinks about it. Well, his goal to become Wizard King will take a long time if he goes to Black Bulls, but he gets recognition easier because he has a middle, they're low, so if they get points really fast, he's gonna be the one doing it. But if he goes to Golden Dawns, it'll take really long for him to get recognition, since everyone there is all-stars. Everybody's there is all-stars. And when he chooses the Crimson Lines, that's the middle ground, so he chooses the Crimson Lines. So, the Crimson Lines, they were using the brooms to go to the Crimson Line base. Now, the first day, he gets accepted by everyone because everyone's just chill. They're all chill. They're yo. So after that, next day, Vergolian, Vengeance, and Yami report to the Wizard King we think we found your son. And Vergolian saying, I think he joined my team too. And the Wizard King is Nani? My son's alive? He still had some hope, but he didn't actually believe that he's alive. And he says, describe it for me. He looks like a younger version of you. He has a little bit grayish hair. He has time magic as well. And he has this weird necklace that Agenda used to have. And that's the ringer for him. So he's oh, if that's true, then if I had time, let me meet this child. What's his name? Asta. Then he remembers that, so his son Asta is still alive because he probably still had his name written there, so he still had like that name thing. So he still knows that he still has his original first name, but his last name, he probably doesn't even know it. So, in the Crimson Lions, Asta's gonna be way stronger than he is in Black Bulls. And most people be saying that, what? He probably doesn't even have the drive to be that, like, to go past his limits. But nah. Fagolian is similar to Yami when it comes to seeing potential in people. And he always tells his people, like his members, to go beyond his limits, just like Yami, but he's not that eccentric on it. And plus Asta will have some rivals like Leopold and Fagolian for Wizard King. And also, he knows that with them, it might be a little bit harder to get recognition compared to the Black Bulls, but it's not going to be too hard compared to him going to the Golden Dawn. So he thought this is like a normal thing. And also, he's going to be training every day compared to with him and Black Bull, because he had more sparring partners, different type of magic ability. Well, Black Bulls is not that much people in there. I'll say there's only Yami, there's like 10 people, 10 or 11 people at max. So, and the Crimson Lions has more people, so more people for him to train. So he's training, and he got some new clothes. So the drip he's wearing is a black body suit. So he has like a full black bodysuit. Like if you guys see, like he has a full black bodysuit. Like underneath his clothing, he has a full black bodysuit, just so it's sturdy for magic attacks or anything. So he has like a white shirt with some. No, he has like a red shirt with some white pants, with some black shoes, and he has the Crimson Lions thing with the cape at the back. So he got some mission from Sussy Village to get back up to the Black Bulls. Like they have some trouble, like they need help. So him and Leopold are going to help the Black Bulls. So they basically help them. They're done helping them. That ice magic dude, he gets destroyed easy as. He just gets stopped in his time magic. They make sure everyone's okay, safe, and they have magic cups ready so it conceals everything. So there's no more that suicide pills or whatever. Magic suicide pills. So this dude is spilling all the information of his organization. So he goes back to the Crimson Lion place, gets training some more. So now I'm gonna leave it off right now and see you guys later. Stay frosty.